everyone, it's Catherine here. I'm coming on today to share with you the layouts I made for May. I'm going to create 3 separate videos because I took part in 3 separate challenges for the International Scrapbooking Day. So I'm going to share those with you over the next few days. But the first one is the layouts I created for the Cocoa Vanilla Studio International Scrapbooking Day. I really enjoyed this weekend. I created a lot and it really kind of got me creating for the rest of the month. This month hasn't been so great. I've kind of taken the foot off the pedal with creating, but yeah, I'm hoping to get back into it over the next few weekends. So this first layout is from the digital kit, and I followed Zoe ran a bit of a class one of the evenings, and I followed along pretty much exactly, but that was super fun. And I loved I probably added a few more of the florals than she did, and yeah, I went back in and added my own splatters, but I really loved how that turned out, and it was such a fun session to play along with. So that was my layout entitled Home Life. So a couple of pictures of my son in a local park, just hanging out and having fun, climbing as usual. So then there was, I want to say there was 6 challenges. I completed 5 and entered them into the challenges. One I completed afterwards because I just didn't have time, but it was good nonetheless. So challenge 1 was Anita's challenge, and it was a mood board challenge. And what took me with this mood board was really this blue and white kind of striped. That really stood out to me. And so I went ahead and created this layout. So this was, this blue paper really kind of stood out to me. So I created this using the Make-A-Wish collection mainly. So all of these words are from the Make-A-Wish. And I went ahead and created this border, did some machine stitching around the edge. I also created these, this sort of mixed media using the Lindy's Magicals, and I think it was in Bavarian blue, and just some gold splatters using the Heidi Swap Colour Shine. So that was that one. And this was to celebrate my son's 5th birthday. I've kind of put, I don't know if you can see that in the video there, but there's a see-through kind of heart from one of the other collections, and I did use these hearts from the printables as well. So that was my son's gift for his 5th birthday, which he celebrated in ISO, so that was a good fun layout. Then the challenge number 2 was Raquel's Scraplift challenge. So Scraplift, a design team member, and I really was inspired by Danny's layout. And look, I pretty much copied Danny's layout to the T because I just thought it was so fantastic, and I really loved the layout. And I don't know, it just I felt like it was going to work for these photos. These are a picture of my husband and I, Ray. We're at the top of Mount Bogon. It was quite a while back, but yeah, I really love this mountain design and thought it was gorgeous, so I created that one. Challenge number 3 was Anna Kay's challenge, which was a sketch challenge. So the sketch was, these 3 beautiful hearts and some florals and, a border around the edge, and a square photo, which I don't usually do very often. So that was good to kind of create that. I'd actually just die cut this heart from Paige Evans. I think it was called the Flower Heart, and I thought it was just gorgeous, so I really wanted to use it with this Midnight collection. And it was just this picture of my son taken right at sunset, down at the beach, and I thought this paper just worked so well with it. So I created that again using, this is all Midnight collection. So this title and some of the ephemera there. Really liked how that turned out. Challenge number 4 was a multi-photo challenge. It's not something that I tend to do overly often. So yeah, creating a multi photo layout was good because I do project life, so I don't necessarily do multi photos too often. So that was the inspiration piece. So yeah, multi-photo and a mixed font title. That was part of the challenge as well. So I created this layout using the More Than Words collection, and I love this collection. I love all Cocoa Vanilla collections really, but yeah, this collection I haven't used a lot, to be honest, but I really love it, and I just felt like it works so well with these autumn photos of my son throwing leaves up in the air with our old dog Pepper in the background. And yeah, I really liked how it turned out. So I use this paper, I think it's called Precious, as the border paper, and I did try to machine stitch, but I'd used a really thick cardstock, so it didn't really work. But I did use the holes to then hand stitch around the edging, just with some DMC cloth, cotton fabric, and yeah, so I used this suite from the same collection, and then I just pulled some alphas out of my stash, so these gold alphas, and I think these were from another Cocoa Vanilla collection, and I can't remember which one, maybe one of the boys ones that had alphas. So yeah, Sweet Autumn Days. And I really, yeah, I was happy with how I use these feathers, because sometimes I do struggle with feathers a little bit. But yeah, I liked how they were kind of falling down like the leaves, and just use some gold Heidi Shine to as splatters there. Challenge 5 was Gwen's challenge, which was a grab 5. And of course I had to use one of Gwen's cut files. So yeah, it was create a project that includes all 5 items. So chipboard, die cut title, flare button, enamel dots, and something fussy cut. So I used the, what was it? The autumn or fall cut file background. I actually cut that in a white cardstock. I'd sort of cut it out ahead of time and then wasn't sure how I was going to create with it. And I ended up using a Distress Oxide in weathered wood to colour it. And I really love that grey and how it turned out. So I used the Unforgettable collection for this layout, and yeah, so all the Unforgettable collection ephemera, and also these titles from the Legendary collection. So the background paper here is called Glorious, and this inner paper is called Sprightly. Yeah, I really liked how this turned out, and I was really happy with it. Oh, the fussy cut elements were these butterflies from the 6x8 paper pad. Yeah, so that's that layout. And so all of those I kind of entered into the challenges. This one I didn't have finished in time, but Anna B's challenge was a monochromatic challenge. And so you needed to create a layout using only one colour. And you could use shades of black, white and grey. So I chose to create this layout. It's got a black border, so I might not be able to show up on video there. But yeah, this is just a picture of my son near, you know, he's fascinated by diggers, so any opportunity we get, we take photos there. And I used mainly the Legendary collection, and certainly this yellow paper in the background is Legendary. So it is the wild one. And then I used a bunch of other kind of older boys collections to create this as well. The cut file is, again, from Gwen's shop, and it's the This Way and That Way. Yeah, and I used this title from Legendary. I did kind of put some tags in here. Did I bump that up? I feel like oh yes, I bumped that up so that I could slide these out and journal. I haven't done that yet, but I will kind of journal on the back there. So that's all for my Cocoa Vanilla Studio International Scrapbooking Day share. I hope you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.